When I was sitting on the grid and I looked forward at all those karts, I really wasn't sure if I could do it. I spoke with my dad before, and we both agreed that I must just give it my all.
Actually coming into the back section, I missed a shift, and I knew that Dennis would be right there on my heels.
A really nice race, but the last few corners was the best.
I was a bit far behind, not gonna lie. Like coming onto the straight, I was a bit too far. I wasn't able to make the move in turn one.
In 11 years, the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals have become the biggest kart racing series in the world, and each year brings more drivers from across the globe. In 2009, the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, hosted 216 drivers from more than 55 countries and 5 continents. The 2010 edition in MURO, LECCESE, Italy, saw this number increase to 252 drivers after the introduction of the new 125 Max DD2 Masters Series. Another category that offers further 36 drivers over the age of 32 to compete amongst the best.
I really pushed for 2 years very hard to get this class on top. It's an amazing effort for us, because 216 drivers was already quite a lot number of drivers. Now we have 252, 36 drivers more, in total 61 countries.
The Rotax Max Grand Finals is often referred to as the Olympic Games of karting.
This is very good because you have every year, so you know that year per year you can have the possibility to increase your relationship, and so to increase your business relation with an important karting like VRP. So this is the better way to increase a partnership. The Lotto is a family company and has been established in 1933. We started with the production of carburetors, mainly for two-wheeler. Obviously, we produce also carburetors for recreational market, and in this market is very important karting application, where we have many products that are suitable both for recreational and racing applications.
The 2010 edition not only saw more drivers, but also more sponsorship with 3 independent chassis brands, Sodi, Haase and CRG.
Écoutez, nous sommes partenaires de Rotax depuis environ 20 ans et nous connaissons le professionnalisme de Rotax. Et pour nous, de montrer nos châssis pour cette grande finale, c'est pouvoir montrer la qualité et la performance de nos châssis au travers le monde, avec, je crois, 61 pays de représentés. C'est une très bonne promotion pour nous, et de voir tous ces jeunes rouler dans nos karts, pour nous, c'est fantastique.
Sodi was the official supplier of the Junior Max chassis, with DD2 Masters karts supplied by Haase.
The complete Rotax program we started a couple of years ago, because I really do believe in this race series. I think my company today is nearly 50% of what we are selling are for Rotax categories all over the world.
CRG, longtime Rotax Max Challenge supporter, was the official supplier of DD2 and Senior Max chassis.
Attualmente abbiamo 75 dipendenti che lavorano con noi. Produciamo praticamente il 95%, viene tutto prodotto in casa. È una scelta dell'azienda ormai da quando è nata, perché per noi lavorare in casa vuol dire comunque avere sotto controllo la qualità del prodotto, e noi riteniamo questa una cosa.
The Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals is the event in the world of karting and very similar to the Olympic Games.
Vinny, Bitsy, come, see and win.
To qualify, drivers must prove they are the best of the best in their respective countries. Invitations are sent to drivers with consistent track records and proven success.
And it's marvelous. I see a lot of drivers, I see the spirit. When I see all the logistics and the passion, it's great for Rotax. It's merchandising, it's everything, and it's Rotax spirit. That's what I like.
The spirit of friendship and competition among the participants is ever present. Few leave with a trophy, but all make new friends from all over the world.
First of all, it's great racing, the greatest competition in the world. There's no bigger competition than this, but even better than that, the world family, the Rotax family. You meet your friends you see very rarely, some you see just once a year, maybe once every 2 or 3 years. I'd love that. That's what draws me back.
The La Conca kart circuit in MURO LECCESE is located in the very south of Italy, in the beautiful region of Apulia, between Malgi and the seaside town of Otranto. A world-class facility, the circuit offered the perfect location for participants. The opening activities of the event consisted of 3 main parts: the kart raffle, the kart assembly, and the evening welcome party. The kart raffle is one of the most illustrious aspects of the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. To ensure a level playing field, all competitors are issued karts with identical specifications which must stay in this condition throughout the event. Sealed engines and Mojo tyres ensure all drivers have an equal opportunity to win the competition. True sportsmanship is the fundamental idea behind the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. The sight of more than 250 brand new karts parked in formation along the main straightway is absolutely inspiring. During kart preparation, the pits come alive with the sounds of spanners, ratchets, alongside the smell of cleaners and lubricants. The focus remains on the race, but the buzz of the previous night's welcome party and qualifying of the Mojo World Tire Changing Championship remains.
Last year I had a lot of mistakes, so hopefully I keep the USA in title.
Yeah, it's fun, especially the Mojo contest. The mechanics like it, and we do it now since 3 years because we need to do something also for the mechanics.
And how important is this side of the Grand Finals to Rotax?
Of course, we want to be a little different, not just offering a race, also offer some fun and some feeling together.
Here's one of the front runners in the DD2 class. Could you just tell us how you qualified for the Grand Finals this year?
I finished second in the Rotax Euro Challenge, so they take the top 3 from that, and that allows me to come and do the Grand Finals.
Yeah, I know the track. I'm the driver 2 years ago at the World Final, so I know the track, and yeah, I'm very confident. The chassis feels good, so today's the qualifying.
I qualified through the Florida Winter Tour and won the championship by quite a lot, won a bunch of races, so had a good year.
It's a 6-race championship in Mexico.
Tire marks everywhere, then today was the other side, the steering wheel has been bent twice. Well, not too well, but we'll try next year.
It was my first time ever being in junior there in Indiana, and I finished 4th.
I was the second runner-up in Malaysia for the championship by 1 point.
The grid is huge, never experienced such thing before, and the challenge is really the highest it can reach.
For drivers to know that they can go to a world championship caliber event like the Grand Finals really ups the game, is the way I call it. The professionalism that we've seen over the last few years since the introduction of the Grand Final Awards is unquestionable.
So you won the 2008 championship here at La Conca, so you like the track?
I really like the track, but I think everyone does, so.
What are your expectations for tomorrow?
Yeah, I didn't expect to be the first in the pre-final. I hope to be third, but yeah, we will see. I think I will get past, but suddenly the last lap counts, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a long straight.
I mean, it's definitely won and lost in the last turn. It's so wide, and there's so many different ways you can approach it and defend. But if it comes down to the last lap and I'm in second place, that's probably the spot where I'm going to throw it down the inside.
After all points from heat races are tallied up, the drivers scheduled to compete in the second chance race prepare themselves for the final shot at making the finals. The first turn on the first lap has always been a popular place for spectators to congregate waiting for the action. Sunday the 21st of November was the final race day for the 2010 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. After the pre-finals and the drivers' parade, the Junior Max final was set to take place. The race had everything in it. In the 20 laps that the juniors were running, the crowd was entertained with every type of pass, repass, block, bump and spin you could imagine. After 18 intense laps, Martin Ramp won the Junior Max Grand Finals Championship over Jordi van Moorsel and Joel Affolter. However, after an emotional victory celebration, Ramp was disqualified from the event for modifying his seat struts. It was a disappointing turn of events for the Estonian team, but such a move did not allow for a level playing field. Jordi van Moorsel was thus awarded the title of champion.
It was the last corner where I get the place, and now the number one was disqualified. So.
And it feels good?
Yes.
The more experienced DD2 master drivers demonstrated their abilities by running a clean and close race without the bumping and rubbing present in the junior competition. The action began right from the start. Canadian Scott Campbell dropped to 5th position, but the 7-time Grand Finals competitor quickly moved his way back to the front of the pack. Dennis Kruis stayed right on Campbell's bumper until the final lap, when he then took the lead. The fight was on during the final lap, but Campbell regained his place and took the checkered flag.
Oh, this feels great. It's the best feeling in the world. I knew Dennis was right there on my tail, and I missed a shift coming into the back section, so I knew it was going to be tight coming into the last corner, and I wasn't going to let one of those guys underneath me on the last corner that time. So just blocked it off a little bit and just pulled out of the corner right to the checkered flag.
Senior Max followed the DD2 Masters, which had all the makings of a tight battle. Going into turn 1, American Daniel Formal was hit from behind and caused quite a mess on the track. Canadian Pierre-Luc Ouellette led the race until lap 7, when Joshua Hart took back the top spot he had lost at the onset of the race. Lap 15 saw South African Caleb Williams, the defending DD2 champion from Sharm el-Sheikh in 2009, take the lead after his start in the back of the pack. After a magnificent comeback, he took the title. South Africa celebrates their 9th Rotax Max Grand Finals Championship, an astonishing record from a country with such a relatively small karting community.
Great, I still can't believe it. On the last lap I came across the line and I just thought something was wrong. I've tried so hard this year, much harder than last year. But last year I also tried hard, but I'm very glad.
As the sun set in Italy, the DD2 Championship got underway. At the end of the first lap, Lithuanian Simas Juodot-Virsis held his lead from the pole position, but lost it to Estonian Georg Van on the next lap. On lap 13, Mike Barton made his move, while Van fell to 5th before dropping out of the race. By this time, Canadian Daniel Morin had moved up 7 positions to 2nd place after finishing the first lap in 9th. The two drivers screamed to the finish line, but it was Morad who crossed first after such a close finish.
World champion, how do you feel?
Oh my God. You know, if you came up to me on the grid and said it was going to be easy, I would have laughed. You know, I didn't talk to anyone for about half an hour before the race, just focused and, you know, took one at a time. And, you know, at the end, it took a while to catch Mike, but, you know, at the end, I knew I couldn't put it into 3 because he'd defend. So I tried in 1, it didn't work. And, you know, just my next opportunity was 8, so I threw it down the inside. I didn't want to wait till the last turn, you know, just in case he defended, so can't be more happy.
BRP has put on the field all the efforts in order to make the event something that you can remember very well and remain in your mind. Many compliments to the organization. It is true an amazing experience.
As always, the podium celebrations are full of cheer and followed by the always popular drivers' party.
It's been a great grand finals with some great races and some great winners. For now, we're at the after party, but we'll see you again next year, 2011, at LA. For now, let's party.
Highlights of the night were the finals of the tyre changing contest and the announcement of next year's Grand Finals location.
It's Sandy, and you have been there in 2007. It's Al Ain again!
The Emirate of Abu Dhabi at the Al Ain Raceway in the city of Al Ain. This year's Grand Finals had absolutely everything one could imagine. But history shows the Grand Finals get bigger and better every year. Make your plans now to be at the Al Ain Raceway next year for what is sure to be another fantastic event.